Sit and sip a while, and welcome back to the Witch's Inn. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to like and subscribe so that you can stay up to date on what's brewing here at the Witch's Inn. This week, we are going to do a little bit of a different offering, where in a moment, I am going to show you 3 piles in which to choose from for our new moon in Pisces reading. If you would like to connect for a personal one-on-one reading or applied witchcraft mentoring session, please reach out via the links below to connect with Karena on a personal level and see what magic you and her can unleash together. But for now, thanks so much for joining me. Let's see what our angels, spirit guides, and higher self have to say for us this week. Hello, witches! Here are your 3 piles for the pick a card reading. Each reading will have 5 different cards, and all the decks used will be linked below. Take a moment now to see which deck resonates with you and your energy the most, and then check for the timestamps below in order to get right to your reading. Blessed be. Hello, witches, and welcome back to my channel. This reading might be for you if you picked the yellow candle and the Modern Witch Tarot. With this candle, we are going to be calling in our spirit team of our angels, spirit guides, and higher self, as well as our past loved ones, to deliver our messages with love, light, and clarity with the coming new moon in Pisces. Just a little reminder that this reading might not resonate with everyone. To take what does and leave what doesn't. Don't try and make anything fit. If you have found yourself here, know that your soul has called you here and that you are welcome and ready to receive these messages. So with that, I light this yellow candle, igniting our solar plexus and our joy, asking our angels, spirit guides, higher self, and past loved ones to come forward during this tarot reading under the new moon in Pisces. Thank you. So let's get going. I did shuffle the cards before we start and gave them a good cleansing. I'm going to shuffle them again just to kind of get their energy going, to slough anything off that I might have been holding at this time, as well just to really direct this message towards those that have asked for the yellow candle. Okay, get ready. It may feel like you are really experiencing this breakdown of self, or it is slowly coming into fruition, and you can feel that energy building as if another shoe is going to drop. Let's see what the Darkwoods Tarot has in store for us to get a little bit of clarity and understanding with this. Now, with this, the Tower, what they're telling me as well is that this is literally like the onset or the mindset of the authority figures in our life. This includes that unbalanced ego that sometimes we find ourselves in, presenting itself at this time and asking to be dethroned, right? Our water sign, which is Pisces, rules a lot of this authority in ourselves, how we feel towards authority. And I am going to come to gather that people watching this, the yellow candles, you are ones that like to stand on your own and really kind of like forge your own path. This is marked with the Queen of Wands in the Darkwoods Tarot, as well as that Queen of Cups. So we have both queens that rule our emotions and the heart, marked with the Ace of Pentacles. So knowing that now is the time to exactly be doing that, stepping up against those authority figures in our life, really claiming that queendom or kingdom or however you choose to identify, and stepping into that garden. I'm really kind of seeing that Garden of Eden, like coming back to that knowledge, coming back to that truth, and claiming those resources for yourself, for your ancestors, and for the coming springtime. Now, the new moon does fall on March 12th, right before the day of the witch. The day 13 is always the day of the witch in our month, as well. It is coming right before springtime. So really taking that dark moon energy and figuring out, where do I want foundation to crumble? What do I want to stand upon and really claim for my kingdom and all that of its resources? So let's get a little bit more energy here. What else can Yellow Candle Group expect? Okay, quite a few cards here. So we have the Seven of Wands presenting itself, as well as the Knight of Wands. So it's going to take some step work. We can't expect to kind of go fully out of the gate with all the knowledge and like fully free of any doubt or fear that may arise. But we know that if we are putting one foot in front of the other, slowly coming up to our kingdom, this take charge energy is going to pay off. We will get a nice little nest egg of our resources. And again, this is marked by the Seven of Pentacles. So we have 7 and then a take charge and a 7 again. If you do feel lucky with the number 7, I do feel like that kind of has some meaning there for you as well. We have the Star card as well. So really this nest egg that we are about to sit on is what's going to help us shine, get ready to step into the light based on this crumbling that is happening around you. We then have our Death card. Okay, so I am getting a lot of Aquarius, Scorpio energy coming through, as well as some Leo energy here. And okay, Virgo, that's coming through. We have the Eight of Cups, really asking us to kind of step into this death energy, not be afraid of what is missing from our repertoire, but seeing and understanding where we shine within our knowledge, within our insight, within our wisdom, and knowing that as we continue to grow, we will continue to build on that asset as well. But we must be willing to kind of let that go, let that authority of who holds authority over our actions go. Is it someone else, or are we claiming that reign and allowing that kingdom to tumble with that death energy? Okay, let's see some oracle cards here. What is being presented to us at this time? This is the Starseed Oracle. We have a few cards. We have Inner Temple, Devotion, Tune into the portal of your heart. So exactly that Queen of Wands energy that is being presented here, as well as that Queen of Cups energy, because in order to truly step into our heart, we must be willing to step into our emotions. And Sisterhood of the Rose. Lean on your sisters, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So really take this time, and I'm actually recording over International Women's Day, so this is kind of awesome. Allowing that sister wound to unbloom, right? Come from this place of closure into this place of, I know that the women or people who have been socialized female or people who hold me in this feminine-like energy are here for my highest and best good. They are helping me to create this inner temple and really come into a place of wholeness. We also have two exact images, one as whole and one as empty, one as support and one as inner. So leaning in on that inner strength and intuition to tell you who to welcome into your circle, really allowing those people or those situations that aren't holding our highest and best good for us to crumble away, knowing that we have created this temple. We have it's almost the exact same image. One is inward and one is outward, creating this calm experience for both aspects. So that is pretty amazing. Now, I do want to read a quote for you from your highest and best good. This is from Zen One Day at a Time by Herb Dubois. And this is July 2nd. And water does not stay on the mountains or vengeance on a great heart. Chinese proverb. Anger is an emotion, and rare as those who never get angry, angels perhaps. Since we often face the stress of modern life, it is not surprising that from time to time we have mood swings that, on occasion, can make sparks fly. In fact, it is sometimes better to express our anger or resentment instead of repressing them until we no longer hold them back and risk literally exploding. But even if I allow myself to let my emotions flow, I do not let them blind me with anger or with a desire for vengeance. Today, I learned to see clearly within myself to make the difference between a punishment and vengeance, and I do not let myself hold grudges. And what a beautiful representation for that actual entire reading. Really calling on allowing emotions to be seen, but not crumble us, to step into that reign and that we want in our life, seeing our inner temple as well as our outside world coming into harmony. Okay, yellow candle, this reading was for you. If you liked it, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps me out with the algorithm. And if you would like to go deeper, please check out my link below where we can work together one-on-one via a tarot reading or through applied witchcraft mentoring. Bye! Blessed be witches, and welcome back to my channel. This reading might be for you if you picked the purple candle. We are going to be starting with the Dark Woods Tarot. Just a quick note before we get going that this reading might not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't, perhaps pick the before or after video, and also just make sure to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Don't try and make anything fit, and if you're watching just for entertainment values, welcome. Now, with this candle, we are going to be setting and marking our intentions, calling forward our spirit team, asking them for clear and concise messages for the new moon in Pisces that is coming up. So, to begin, I ask our angels, spirit guides, higher self, and past loved ones to come forward so that we may receive messages with love, light, and clarity for the coming new moon in Pisces energy. Thank you. Now, I did give a good clearing and shuffle to these cards before I started, wanting to make sure that this energy was for you. But let's see what came out. So we have the Eight of Swords marked with the Queen of Swords. So group purple candle, you have really taken the time over the last couple months discovering where you have been placing yourself into the victim mentality and taking the time to set yourself free and claim yourself as queen. Queen of seeing the chaos and not responding to the chaos, allowing your boundaries to be firm, and really stepping into that survivor instead of victim. Here we see a lot of rats and crow kind of ready to take on any carnage that might be there. And I really do see you as removing situations, removing people from your life that made you feel stuck in this narrative, okay? This was not easy work. This was very hard. The fact that you are landing on the Queen of Swords does let me know that you might be a little bit hardened by this experience, okay? So Spirit is stepping in to ask me to remind you that this was done in your highest and best good, okay? That you do not have to continue having a hard exterior. I do think this is going to be your next lesson. That stepping into this place of open heart and all the work that you did, take time to rest, take time to recover, but don't allow your heart to get hardened by this experience at all. Let's see what else is coming through for our spirit team here with regards to this energy for our Pick a Pile 2 purple candle. What energy is being presented to them at this time with regards to breaking free? Okay. So again, we have this energy being, some cards fell after aftermath here, of everything is fine. And so again, I'm going to say that like the energy that's being presented to you at this time is that hyper independence, starting to let that go. You have done a really good job at setting boundaries and being firm at them, knowing that like you are setting people free in love. You're not necessarily being like wanting vigilance or revenge. You don't want to appear soft in any way. And this is actually, it is kind of creating that hardening that I was talking about with regards to this trump card from the Modern Witch Tarot of everything is fine. This is the King, this is the Ten of Swords energy. And what this tells us is that like we are avoiding some really hard feelings or some really hard truths. And with regards to this reading, it does happen to be with ourselves. Now, this is marked with the Page of Wands. So the page is here to tell us some news about our heart. And that news is that like you have lived through so many experiences, and there's been so many experiences in which you have told yourself that your intuition is wrong, that your intuition is false, that the Page of Wands comes forward to say it's time to start listening to that intuition so that when these situations, these red flags start to present themselves, you're not putting yourself back into this victimhood. You can see that queendom, but with a more open heart. Okay, so it's not, it is this fear of like falling back into old patterns or letting people in who you have repeatedly hurt you over and over, and where you yourself have let boundaries fail, or not fail, but grow, right? And really see what they mean to you. So this Page of Wands wants us to listen to our intuition, listen to our heart's messages, and know that like when a red flag presents itself, we now have the wisdom and courage to say like, look, I really appreciate what this experience, this person, this just way of being is presenting itself to me, but that's not somewhere that I want to go. So thank you, but I release you again with love. This will help us and help you decide where your energy is truly needed, and help to see that these boundaries are for your highest and best good. They are creating this life in which you want to lead and love through. All right, let's see with the Crow Tarot if there are any more messages, maybe some deeper wisdom for this Pisces new moon with regards, okay, this is to do with love. This is to do with love. We had the Two of Cups present itself. Can I have one more card, please, just to even out this reading and allow for the energy that needs to come forward to come forward. I am hearing that there's this fear that of being unlovable, of being lonely, of being that your boundaries will keep you lonely, will keep you from that soulmate energy, that one energy. Okay. And where did that other card go? Please excuse me for a moment. Okay, here we are. Okay. So we have the Two of Cups energy, and that's not reversed, that is upright. So this is soulmate energy, okay? One soulmate of self. Discovering and enforcing these boundaries are going to help with that soulmate energy for self, but also it's going to bring the counterparts in which we want into our life here, right? And I'm not seeing this just as romantic love. I'm seeing this as friendships. I'm seeing this as business partnerships. I'm seeing this as like community responding and holding our needs just as we respond and hold our community needs. Now, the sun is coming forward for us to let us know that the more that we allow our true selves to shine, this is very Leo energy throughout this reading, the more that we allow this, our true selves to shine, the more that we are breaking out of our past. This red line does mark our lineage. So breaking free of our past and creating a brighter future, not just for ourselves, but future generations. Now, I do see this, and in our last reading, as the sun came forward, as a lot of sister wounding energy. And this doesn't need to just be sister wounding for people who have been socialized female. This can be sister or brother wounding, right? Our counterpart counterparts, our peers, wounding among them, feeling not good enough, feeling like when I truly show myself, a lot of people that I care about decide to walk away. And that's okay. They were not meant for you. The Fool energy is here to say, like, this is a new dawn. This is a new age for you, especially, this is a very intuitive reading, allowing that intuition of self, that understanding of who you are and who you are working to become. Really, this is a lot of inner child work as well, seeing that inner child in ourselves and being like, I want to be held accountable to them. I want them to look at me and be proud of me, of this age that I am now and this person that I am becoming. And this might be a completely new way of thinking for you. All right. And it might just be coming about stepping out of this kind of victimhood and into this survivor type energy for yourself, but knowing that anything is possible, right? The Fool takes a big leap, knowing that anything lays along their path. Let's check in with the oracles and see what they have to say for us today. Can we get some energy here with maybe some what is to come with this oracle? Is there any energy? Is there any wisdom that our oracles wish to address with us at this time? Well, a few. Okay, so we're gonna go here first, then we're gonna go here, and then this and this. Okay. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. So again, keep following your intuition down this path of newdom for you, okay? The age of light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So like I said, with this sun energy, you are breaking ties, not just within this life that you have lived now, but in past lives, in your ancestral line as well. You are the age of light. You are welcoming this new way of thinking, right? I am getting kind of this, like, I wish everything could be a utopian. And like, this is very much that energy coming into that soulmate and acceptance, free of judgment of others, knowing that, okay, what they are doing to me, or what it appears that they are doing to me is actually just a reflection of themselves. And I don't have to dim in order to have them like me. Do I want them to like me? Okay. We have keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand behind you. So know that at this time you have all of your past selves, right? Represented through our higher self, coming forward to say, I'm here with you. I'm assisting you with this journey and with this new way of life, really allowing you to shine, as well as our lineage ancestors. So all that have walked before us, that wished that they could be making the best decisions and knowing that they were making the best decisions that they could for themselves at that time, and creating a loving and helping environment for you to do that healing that maybe did cause some of these traumas and triggers in our past life. And then we have the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? So why do you want these people in your life? Where does this loneliness really trigger itself inside of you? Really taking this time over this new moon to set an even further boundary of saying, like, I believe so wholly in myself that I know that what I cling on to is just simply a narrative. And that where I am going is not determined by that narrative. It's determined by my emotions, my feelings, and my past experience that allows me to have that wisdom and that knowledge in order to move forward. And I do see this as like a really philosophical crumbling for you of like, who am I but with what I am right now, right? And all that knowledge and all that wisdom, and knowing that we can't always quickly access everything we've ever learned. And so whatever is showing up in this present moment is exactly what needs to be showing up and being present for you at this time. So with this new moon in Pisces, you are being asked to see that survivor, that warrior, that goddess that you have been building, that you are becoming, allowing that inner child to really show up and show you where your heart wants to be led, and knowing that you have the wisdom and the knowledge and the support of your higher self and your ancestors to see any triggers that might connect you or pull you back through that red line, through that red lineage, keeping you moving forward, right? Keeping you away from that past that will lead you down paths that you don't need anymore, that are no longer serving you, and moving you on to the right ones. All right, this is an amazing pile two, purple candle. Oh, I'm a little bit tongue-tied. If you would like to have an in-depth reading for yourself, please check out the links below. I would be happy to offer you a tarot or applied witchcraft mentoring session if that is something that you are looking to go deeper in and move through. Just so you know, my prices are adjusting as of March 21st, but anything bought and paid for before that time will obviously be honored and grandfathered in. So I hope you have an amazing new moon, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello witches, and welcome back to my channel. This reading might be for you if you picked the green candle. Just a little bit of housekeeping. This reading might not resonate with everyone. Please take what does and leave what doesn't. Don't try and make anything fit. Know that what is meant for you will be here for you. Now, we are going to set our intention with the green candle, calling forth our spirit team to allow the messages that you need to be clear, calm, and collective here. I am having a little bit of a tongue-tied week. I can't even say it's been a day. It's been like a whole week. So I'm just going to say it's really been, I've had to redo this first part of the reading quite a few times for this pile. So I'm going to say that there's a lot to do with our throat chakra here, as well as our heart chakra. Green does represent matters of the heart, as well as how it comes with our abundance, our resources, and our worth. So tying these two together, let's maybe try and see what is coming forward. So as I light this candle, I call forth our angels, spirit guides, higher self, and past loved ones to give us clear and concise readings for this coming new moon in energy. New moon in Pisces reading. Thank you. And before we get going, if you would like to go deeper in these readings, please reach out. I will put all my information below. But yeah, and I have see, I told you, I am having a very hard time with this. So this is real me. I've done this a few times. I am not going to change this. So again, really showing up in your true authentic self. This is what's coming forward for me. So I have cleared and shuffled all these decks, but to help with this reading, I am going to shuffle the deck a little bit in order to get the cards that we need for this reading. So can our spirit team come forward at this time to deliver the messages, thank you, that we need in order to help us with this coming new moon in Pisces reading? All right, thank you. Perfect. So we have the Nine of Pentacles coming to completion when it comes to our resources, and the Hanged Man. I do feel like it feels like everything that I am doing is right, but I still fall short in some way here, okay? So a new perspective is needed in order to kind of get to that finish line, to really get to that resource, that money, that abundance that you are looking for, perhaps when it comes to your emotional needs as well, into perspective. What are you continuing to do that needs to be switched up and changed around? I mean, I am seeing this a little bit with our routines as well. They're like showing me hashtags. So you might be someone who owns a business or who relies on social media in order to get some sort of revenue or resource into your life. And that could just be serotonin, dopamine, right? Like you enjoy that natural hit that comes with expressing yourself openly and vulnerably on social media. But there is a perspective change that needs to happen. Are you doing this for you, or are you doing this for the greater collective? Because doing this for the greater collective may have been working for you in the past. What do the people want? Supply, demand. But you might be finding that this is causing you some back kick with your energy level. You know, performing on that kind of level actually makes me feel lack. And so we aren't being able to see that, that money mantra kind of come into completion. Again, like I said, I've been doing everything right. Why am I not seeing the benefits or the payoff of my labor? And it's, so what we're being asked to do here is to switch the perspective. Okay. Stop repeating the same thing. What's that quote? Repeating the same thing is the true form of madness, right? Expecting different results. So change up your game just a little bit and see how it's like a plateau energy, right? You can continue to do the same workout over and over and over again, but your muscles are eventually going to memorize that routine and kind of plateau. It's the same for our energy fields. We need to switch up our routines. We need to switch up our energy, even just a little bit, to help call forth, remove some stale energy, and really complete the cycle in which we need. They did just let me know too, an altar switch might be needed. And I'm not seeing like a full altar switch. I'm literally just seeing like a shifting of perspective, like a shifting of items. So making sure that your elements are all sitting in the right directions. Perhaps your altar is sitting to the north and now it's wanting to be in this in the south, right? Facing the sun at the brightest part of the day. So really listening to your intuition and not allowing fear to hold you back from that perspective shift that you are looking for at this time. Okay, angel, spirit guides, and higher self, let's connect on a deeper level to this energy that is being presented to us through some more cards, please and thank you. If we could get at least one or two more cards for our pile 3, our green candle, really seeing what that heart and throat chakra has for us at this time. Okay. I'm going to take what fell on the table. Yes, I'm going to take what fell on the table and I am going to put the rest back. Okay. So we have a Queen of Cups energy that is presenting itself here. So I do feel that this is feminine-like energy, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I am seeing Cancer first and foremost. Hermit. So it's kind of one of those things where it's like, normally the springtime makes me feel like coming forward. Normally the changing of the weather is enough, right? Is enough of a perspective change to give me that that clearing that I need, pushing me towards the end line. But you are still holding on to some burdens that are not yours. And that's why this Hermit energy is bringing itself forward. Because regardless if you are a water sign or not, you're performing on an emotional level that's carrying other people's burdens still. And so, yes, you are doing very well, but perhaps you're not clearing your energy afterwards or taking on too much that just simply isn't yours. It's not meant to be. And it's kind of causing that, that burdenhood, right? We have the 10 of Wands marked with the 8 of Wands here. So, coming into, if you've been feeling like hibernating still, even though the weather has been changing outside, to really kind of gain more of this emotional maturity, right? As I was saying, it doesn't matter if you're a water sign or not, coming into that more emotional maturity that the Queen of Cups in the upright has, allowing yourself to see where you are holding yourself prisoner, right? With that perspective change and what you can drop in order to get there. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles, so, and Strength card. And I am seeing this as like boundaries are bringing you to that Ace of Pentacles energy, right? Seeing that strength that resides within yourself, that emotional maturity that does truly reside inside yourself, bringing you to that Ace of Pentacles energy, that divine guidance that helps you to these resources. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is a wish card. So when it comes to your resources, money, energy, just general abundance, whatever you're trying to manifest in your life, make a wish. Put it out into the to the ethers, and know that your strength and your hard work, all that hard work that you have been putting forward, is really going to help you here. This is actually quite beautiful that we have the Queen of Cups, the Hermit, 10 of Wands, 8 of Swords, marked with this strength and the Ace of Pentacles. By really taking this time in March and maybe not executing all the plans in which you had for this coming year, but seeing like, how can I have this build in a slow momentum so that when this Ace of Pentacles energy does hit me, I am not feeling trapped, right? I'm not going back into old ways, but I'm really growing and striving through this progress that I'm making for myself. Okay, let's see if there's any shadow advice that needs to, thank you. Okay, and we did get 3 cards there, so I'm going to take that. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, marked with the High Priestess and the Devil. So this shadow energy here is actually like, I want to read it very much like the devil, right? That ego, that mindset, that inner voice that tells us, who do you think you are? Right? It keeps us out in the cold. It blocks us from that higher intuitive knowledge, that kingdom, that queendom that is ours. It stops us from flowing in our energy and in our intuitive knowledge of when it is time to rest, that hermit energy, and when it is time to go, when it is time to strive. We may have felt like we have a lot more demons to slay before we can really step out of this cold. Sorry, this is a 5 of Pentacles, but it still rings true, okay? I was reading more of the picture than the actual numbers here, okay? But seeing like, where am I leaving myself out in the cold? Where am I kind of viewing myself as a charity case? And where can I send and give my energy to that High Priestess, really knowing that what I think I create, what I create then becomes my reality, and my reality is able to ripple and ripple and ripple and ripple. And this is where true intuition comes from, where true intuition lies. And that can be very scary. The High Priestess doesn't speak too much. She speaks when she knows her message will be delivered in a very clear and concise way. She delivers when she knows it will be felt with the heart. So again, now we're connecting this throat and heart chakra here. So know that like, if you don't feel, right? If you're feeling in your body an intuitive of not yet, pause, wait, do so. Allow that intuition to build, and we had to clear a little bit there, to build that deep understanding of self and just real trust and strength for where you are going on this path. Okay, let's see what the Oracle, thank you, has to say. Can we get one more card? Oh, right. Okay, so we have birthing of a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being, and warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay, so you are being asked to like step into that true heart space and start voicing it, right? This is a birthing of a new age for you. This is wish fulfillment. This is saying, hey, look, I want to give you all that you want. I want all that your intuition, all that your daydreams hold. I want to hand them over to you. But you also have to be willing to answer that call. You also have to be willing to see yourself no longer as a victim, right? No longer shackled by others' burdens and free to take on your journey as it relates and sits within you. Now, I want to pull one more. This is an affirmation for your reading. So May 20th, still waters run deep, William Shakespeare. It is really necessary to be alone and meditate for a long time to become wise and serene. Must we wait until we are old to become reasonable and intelligent? Some children and adolescents can surprise us because their words and their attitudes are sometimes more responsible than those of adults. Experience is bearer of lessons, but it is not guaranteed to bring wisdom. Otherwise, the world would be in a much better shape. Wisdom resides in an open mind state and in the desire to learn. He who understands from others and from life, who seeks to understand the reason of things and people, he who never judges nor speaks without knowing, the man is already walking the path of wisdom and serenity. Today, I keep an open mind because I am on this earth to learn and to discover, and my education is never complete. And I love that. That is the High Priestess fully embodied right there, right? Knowing that we are constantly learning, we are constantly growing, we are constantly evolving. What a beautiful reading to end on. Thank you so much, Pile 3. Be sure that if you liked this reading, you like, share, subscribe, and share it out. It really helps with the algorithm. It really helps me. And if you would like to say hello, leave a comment. And if you would like to work with me, check out the links below where we can work one-on-one with the tarot reading for the new moon in Pisces, or through applied witchcraft mentoring. Have an amazing day, and I hope the new moon treats you well. Bye.